you prayers.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise and thanks be to Allah, who has given us this day to celebrate the success of our fellow students, our fellow citizens. Oh Allah, we are humbling ourselves to you with this supplication that you bless this wonderful day. Guide us and lead us to the end of this ceremony. God, our Almighty, we pray that you bless the administration and management of this university, which has tirelessly organized this day for the honor of these graduates. Graduates of today, may God's blessings follow you all as you find new journeys to travel. May you walk safely along the pathway of your dreams. May His mercy guide the decisions you will make and the passion that you follow.
In the name of God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, our Lord and our God, we give you thanks for your goodness to us, for your mercies are with us all the time. We need your presence in our midst as we celebrate this, our 11th commencement ceremony. Bless our university, Lord. Bless all that we do. Let us be strengthened by you. We thank you for our University Chancellor, our Vice Chancellor, staff, students, and all stakeholders for the efforts they have put in and the hard work done to bring this success in our institution. We are grateful to be joined today, Heavenly Father, by the parents of the students, their guardians, sponsors, spouses, families, and friends to witness this graduation ceremony of their beloved ones. Bless, Lord, the graduating class as they go out to the marketplace. Let them use the knowledge, skills, and abilities they have in bringing transformation in all areas of our life, in our nation and beyond. As they render service delivery, wherever they are, let them do it effectively, efficiently, and with joy. Give them wisdom from above, perseverance. Give them the gift of listening to one another. Let them be empathizing with situations and be honest. Let them be our ambassadors in the places they serve, and that the good work done by this university will be known. Let justice be upheld by all of us, dear Lord, as we serve this nation of Kenya. We again pray that you shall help us to fight all evils in our nation: corruption, nepotism, bribes, and other vices. Use us as agents for change in bringing integrity in all places of work. Good Lord, be the shepherd of these brothers and sisters. What they don't know, teach them. What they don't have, give them. What they are not, make them. Let them love you, our God, more dearly, know you more clearly, and follow you more nearly. And now blessings and honor and glory be to our God, Yahweh, Ngai, Mulungu, Nyasaye, from everlasting to everlasting. Amen and amen.
Acting on the powers conferred on me by KCA University Charter, I declare this 11th Assembly constituted.
Now I want to invite the DVC the Chancellor of KCA University, Professor Arthur Eshwani, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Noah Midamba, the members of the University Council, and the members of the Board of Trustees present, the KCA University Class of 2019, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 11th KCA University Commencement ceremonies. Today's ceremony also marks the 30th anniversary of KCA University. We wish to congratulate both KCA University and the class of 2019. Can we please give them a round of applause? The Daily Nation today, where we are celebrating 1,914 young people who have accomplished a lot. In fact, this is the highest number we have for KCA University since it started 30 years ago. And we want to congratulate them so much so that they can go into the field and be the change which is needed. Some of the congratulation messages from various places. One from the Kenya Methodist University, from the Office of the Vice Chancellor. It says, on behalf of the University Management, Senate, staff and students of Kenya Methodist University, I'm pleased to convey our congratulations to you on the gracious occasion of the 11th commencement. For many years, KCA University has continued to produce reliable citizens who in different ways are transforming the world. We are truly proud of your achievement and honored to be associated with you. Wishing you all the best and God's blessings on this meritorious day. From Kirinyaga University, Office of the Vice Chancellor, greetings from Kirinyaga University. On behalf of the Chancellor, University Council, Management, Senate, staff, students of Kirinyaga University, I'm pleased to convey our congratulations to KCA University on the auspicious occasion of your 11th commencement ceremony that will be held on Friday, 22nd November 2019. We are proud to be associated with you and wish you the very best and God's blessings in all your endeavors. An email from the Vice Chancellor. I don't know which university this is. Greetings from Kenya Highlands University, Kericho. Thank you for the invitation to your 11th commencement, which is for the 22nd November. I wish, however, to send my apologies to you and wish the graduates and the entire university a truly gracious day. Now I have a list. I'd like to, when I introduce you and read your name, please stand to be acknowledged, and please remain standing until I finish reading the names. Professor Arthur Eshwani, the Chancellor of KCA University. Mike Heldon, Chair, the KCA University Council. FCPA Isaac Shabar, ISPAC, a member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Andrew Muley, ISPAC, member of the Board of Trustees of the KCA University. CS Happy Kilongosi, the member of KCA Board of Trustees. Professor Olbai, member of the KCA University Council. CPA Evelyn Murioki, member of the KCA University Council. We are already sad, but we can give them a round of applause.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, Today, on this occasion, the 11th commencement for the class of 2019, we are happy to present to you a set of entertainment, and we have decided to ensure that they are back-to-back until you dance. So the first one will be from KCA. We will open it with a spoken word. Then, because we know that the Chancellor likes country music, we have organized one by Cairo, and then finally we will have one by Drama Club in that order.
Na barabara kabisa mpenzi msikilizaji na vile vile mtazamaji popote pale ulipo, nakaribisha katika mahafali ya 11 katika chuo cha KCA, na jina langu ni Eugene.
Nami ni Aaron mwana wa Juma.
Na mmoja wa Swahili kabla ya kupaka mafuta kwenye uti wa mgongo wa chupa waliposema na kunadi ya kwamba kinachomhusu mkulima
na mlaji pia kinamhusu.
Nacho kinachomhusu mlaji,
basi mkulima pia kinamhusu.
Kweli. Na leo hii tutakupa uhondo kamili. Na leo hivi tunataka kumkaribisha kijana
KCA ambaye amebobea katika spoken word.
My name is KCA. My message today goes to my dear graduates. So, dear graduates, unafeel aje ukiwa ndani ya hiyo gown? Unafeel aje ukifika ushago waseme ule boy wa town, ule demo wa town amekaa kwa ground kwenye vitu ni different? Utafeel aje ukifika kuko na promotions za up and down cause uko around? Utafeel aje wakianza kuimba nyimbo za shangwe kukaribisha home dear graduates? After hapo unaenda nyumbani, maybe umekujiwa na familia, shangazi, mom, dad na cousins, wote wamefurahi. Na huko hivyo nyumbani wako kwa pilika za kupika na wakufanyia graduation ceremony kali. Dear graduates, utafika mashinani, utakuta watu wako tayari kumepray for you, yani utafeel happy kuona hadi wale marafiki wako wa zamani ulisoma nao high school na wengine primary, wengine wako na watoto walishamari, wengine bado wana struggle hizo area za mtaani, wengine walishaanza hadi kumake money. Kumbuka, hao wote ni wenye masomo ili wapiga chenga maishani. Anyway, basi atasoma script ya kuongeza imani. Maperona ndugu zako watatoa speech ya shukrani. Kisha utahitajika kugonga hadharani. Maybe utaambia watu vile life imekuwa kwa hiyo safari. Sijui but dear graduates, nataka nikukumbushe kuna wale mahaters walio ndani hautamake it, watakuwa hapo na masahani, wamekula wameshiba, so watakucheki na ukigonga watakutilia manani. After hapo si watafake it, wakicheka na wewe ndani kwa ndani, wataangalia kama hiyo degree itakupatia kazi. Hapa ndio uta notice ati hakuna tena kutegemea mzazi. Dhamira itakwambia toka uende mbali na nyumbani, waanzishe chako kizazi. Waliokuita kioo cha jamii watataka kujiona kwa hiyo kioo waziwazi. I call it the beginning of a new journey, dear graduates. That's why wakikuita hero, mimi naweza kuita beginner because some will have to begin from zero. Na wakikupigia makofi ya kilo, mimi nitakwambia life hapo nje sio pillow. Advice yangu kwako ni simple. When you get outside there, please go and lower your ego. Usichukule watu tu hivyo hivyo, alafu epukana na maringo. Cause hii dunia ni viringo. Anything you do itakurudia just before you go 6 feet under siku yako ya kifo. Dear graduates, na pili nikwambie life hapo nje imejaa majukumu. Shosha anataka kuona kitukuu, mama anataka kuona mjukuu, na wewe unahitaji mtu msaidiane naye kukata vitunguu. Dalili ya mvua itakuwa mawingu. Una imagine kulala na mtu kila siku, utaanza kufeel boring kulala peke yako kila siku. So, if you in a life you kuwa ngumu, na inahitaji kwanza ujiheshimu, na before you get into, kwanza consult Mungu. Dear graduates, kuna watu sitaki usahau, unaweza tajirika na usije ukasahau wazazi wako wenye wamekufanya wenye wamekufikisha hadi hapo. Kuna pia wale walimu wako wamekufanya ukaketi hapo. Kuna wale marafiki wako wenye walishow true love kwako. Si unajua wenye walistand na wewe sometimes hata kuliko familia yako. Usije ukasahau hao. Kisha saidia watu wote wenye wanahitaji usaidizi yako. Kwa hii world ni sako, na anything you do wewe itajirudia kwa watoto wako. So tenda wema na uende zako. Dear graduates, wananchi wanakusubiri ujenge nchi. Kwa hivyo usitumie knowledge yako kuvunja nchi. Usinyime mtu ameishi kwa wiki ya more than 10 years kuwa mwenyekiti.
mama asilieni single mother, kisha tustori kufo tupigania baba. Dear graduate, so nikimaliza, kama una idea vile utakwaya hii mali iza, na hope ya kwa hapa tu kukutumbuiza, but kama umenisikiza basi tunakupatia miaka 9, itenda sana basi 10 years, na ndoto zako utakuwa umeshatim miza bila life kukukim mbiza. Thank you so much, Mr.
And performed my role of critical. I'll be performing my land is Kenya. My name is Cairo Zimantiman. Welcome. Before we got one mama, before we got one mom, before we got one life to live.
This is Drama Club, ready to present to you a traditional mashup, and I hope we'll enjoy. See you? There. Yes. Fellow graduates, how are you? How are you? Ready?
Oh,
Now we have more guests whom I would like to introduce. This time I want to do it differently. When I call your name, you stand, but you don't remain standing. And then we will give them a round of applause after they finish. Joseph Koskei, a member of the Board of Trustees of KCA University and a member of ISPAC. We do have a number of vice chancellors who have joined us from other universities. Professor Raban Ayiro, the vice chancellor at Eastern University. Professor Mumo Kisao, the vice chancellor at Scott University. Dr. Romano Miraccia, vice chancellor at MB University. Dr. Henry Yatich, representing the Vice Chancellor of Mount Kenya University. We also have Dr. B.K. Marakwen, who is also representing the Vice Chancellor of Mount Kenya University. Professor Robert Gaderu, who is the Vice Chancellor for Riara University. Dr. Washington Okeyo, Vice Chancellor, MUA. Other guests who have joined us this morning, we have Mr. Peter Wairegi, Executive Director of KIPRA. Stephen Musiri, DOD. Chuck Kiche from Nokia. Peter Jenga from Kwetu. Susan Muridi, also from Kwetu. Linda Okwata from ACCA. Alice Kemeo from OCDP Starehe. Bernard Mukundi, the chairman of the KCA Alumni Association. Dr. Aris Kibui, SOS, CV Kenya. Brian Kiprono, a member of KCA Alumni Association. Joseph Kos, Privatization Commission. Steve Owoga, Acting County Manager, ACCA. Stephen Kingadi, Griti Uniware. Amida Mwiru, Manager Marketing. The CEO of Global of Peace Foundation. We do have guests who are guests of our Chancellor, Professor Arthur Ishwani, I want to recognize them. John Wycliffe Mwera is a retired judge of the Court of Appeals, who is also a member of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, theater. We have Rachel Catherine Eshiwani, advocate of the High Court, who is also a law lecturer, the National Trade and Maritime Law consultant as well. And the last name tells me something. Eshiwani. Dorothy Eshiwani, lawyer and entrepreneur. Michelle Eshiwani, business and regional representative for Kare Logistics Solution. Dr. Sheila Eshiwani, lead clinician HIV care and treatment at Kenyatta National Hospital. Eileen Omuka Dikoye, professor's personal assistant. Ateko Ivy Ingati, advocate of the High Court, who is also an associate at Eshiwani, Ushube, and Company Advocates. Wangechi Waiwa, advocate of the High Court and associate of Professor Eshiwani. Nelly Peris Ashubwe, commissioner for salaries and remuneration. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. I now wish to invite the chair of the KCA Alumni Association, Mr. Bernard Mukundi, to greet the congregation.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, indeed, it's a good morning. We are gathered here in this 11th tradition, and we are very much happy because we are welcoming all the graduates into the family of the Alumni Association. And I was just looking at the number and noticed that we are all 1,914. When you go to numerics and go to take it into calendar years, that means 1914. But as good students, we need to ask ourselves, what happened in 1914? It was given the chance during your last exam. I think that's the question number one that I could have put in your exams. What happened in 1914? Now that you are number 1914. And I've just looked at my good friend, Google, who told me that actually in 1914 was an ending revolution that had started in 1776. And that was the making of the modern world. But now, in our theme today, we are looking at the fourth generation, the fourth evolution. Which is that fourth evolution? We need to ask ourselves, are we ready to handle the fourth evolution? And indeed, when we look at the numbers in front of us, when we look at the faculty, when we look at our university, and all the resources that has endowed and given to us, I'm very sure that we are ready for the evolution. As an alumni association, we are telling you that you have joined, or you did join, the best university in this region. Reasons why? Because even if you go to any part of this region, you'll still find KCA University flying high. Today you are very well dressed in those gowns. And we want to tell you one thing. As you walk, as you work, as you train, as you bring up your families, that blood will never leave you. And somebody told me today in the morning, and I'm happy to be with him today, my son, who always welcomes me and wants to go wherever I go, to learn what I do. because I believe that my time is coming that I need also to start preparing him for the future. And he told me about selfishness. And that was very powerful because I came to realize that however selfish one can be, you cannot hide other people to learn from you. You cannot stop people to learn from you. So as you commence today, as you do everything that you'll be doing, people will be learning and reading and studying you. You just need to be careful. When they look at you, what kind of a brand do they see? Do they see a well-baked graduate? Do they see a good ethical workforce? Do they see a ready technological advance human capital? That's a challenge that we want to give to you. But we are not just giving you a challenge. We have also created room for you as a organization, because this year we started implementing our 5-year strategic plan. And one of the things that we have done is to create chapters that will be able to house you. So as you graduate today, and you go to the western side of Kenya, you will be welcomed by the western chapter, which is currently housed in Kisumu campus. Whether you work in Siaya, Homa Bay, anywhere along the western part of the Kenya, you will have a home to connect at Kisumu. Last weekend, we were happy to be Kitengela campus. And that's another place that we want to have a chapter. So that as you graduate and go to work around Mororongo, Machakos, Kitui, Makueni, Gong, Kajiado, you have a chapter where you can always meet and congregate and make things better. And those are the opportunities that we are creating for you. Sometimes we are told the opportunities don't come twice. So we need to take those opportunities as they come. We are also challenged because we have to look at our status quo and ask ourselves, what are we doing to change our status quo? Last August, when we took the organization for a business trip in Dubai, one of the youngest boys that went with us, I think he's around 10 years, we entered into a gold selling shop. And we were all humbled because of the prices of the gold that was being displayed. But when it came to the turn of that young boy, who is the son of our resource mobilization director, Susan Adua, the boy asked the owner of the shop, which is the largest gold shop, what is the value of all these gold that were put in this house? And the man kept quiet. And we said, that's a challenge we want to give to the people. Sometimes we are faced with challenges, we are scared of life, but until we ask that difficult question, what is the value? What is the big challenge ahead of me that I cannot tackle? As a graduate today, we know you are capable, you are ready, don't fear the challenge. Take it up. Last but not least, this is my last graduation or commencement session that I'm gracing as the chairman of the Alumni Association, because I have served the term since 2014. And that's another challenge I want to give you to take it up. Next year, March, when we come to the AGM, please come forward and take the mantle. But as I retire, as young as I am, I'm taking more challenges in life. I want to look at what else can I do to promote KCA as a brand. As I continue to work where I work, as I continue to interact with the society, I will always be flying that KCA University flag and making sure that we keep our networks tight as possible, because KCA is the next big thing that is happening in this continent. So I want to wish you the best. Tell you congratulations for the strides you have made, but just remind you, this is just the beginning. You are going out. We want you to be our brothers and ambassadors. Please don't let us down. And we want to walk you together. Soon, in the next 1 month, or next month, which is December, we shall be inviting you for a chairman's dinner, where you come and interact with the alumni. And in that position, or in that opportunity, we shall be looking at what can we give back to your university, back to the society. And there's so many opportunities. For those that were with us yesterday during the breakfast meeting, they already took the opportunities. Yesterday, I'm sure that somebody went home with a job, but came in the morning jobless. Those are opportunities we have created, and we want to create and ensure that all of us have something to take home as KCA alumni. We wish you the best. Congratulations once again, and have a good day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the class valedictorian, Miss Susan Kioge, to address the congregation. Susan Kioge.
Class 21 valedictorian speech. The Chancellor, our Vice Chancellor, designated guests, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow graduates, and all protocol observed, good morning. I stand before you this morning with a mixture of emotions. It has been a journey, yet we cannot say it has been too long or boring. In a way, it is difficult to fathom that we are physically separated from this university that we have grown to love and embrace as our home. A place that we have received so much nourishment. We have been surrounded by members of staff and classmates and experienced deep love. We have acquired abundant knowledge from our classes and experiences. And today, we are privileged to be graduating. The award that we are receiving today is a representation of everything we got throughout these years at KCA University. It is a combination of unyielding determination, sacrifice, and a whole lot of hard work, commuting each day to class, juggling multiple jobs to support our families, and paying our tuition, studying late into the night, early in the morning, writing exams are just a few sacrifices that we have had to make to get here. As we approach the fourth industrial revolution, it is envisioned that 2030, nearly 2 billion youth in the world will not have the skills necessary for the emerging global workforce. We are therefore called upon to reskill and upskill. This implies that our learning has just begun. We are lucky to have been in a university that has proactively presented us with future work skills such as critical thinking, originality, complex problem solving, analytical thinking, among others. We pride ourselves to be most workforce-ready graduates in the fellow graduates with all the soft skills, technical skills, and entrepreneurial prowess that we have amassed in the 3 years we have been at KCA University. We step in confidence to face the world. We are ready. Congratulations, Class 2019. We are most deserving of this honor. Thank you and God bless you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I'm going to invite the Vice Chancellor to address the congregation, but before I do so, I wanted to reveal one of the KCA secrets. We actually don't refer to our Vice Chancellor as Vice Chancellor. We call him Captain. But what is important about that nickname is not because I end up inheriting the deputy captain, but because the emphasis at KCA University is teamwork, where we collaborate and work as a team rather than working in competition. Let me now invite Captain of KCA University, Professor Naomi Damba, to address the congregation.
I'm especially grateful to Susan Kioge from our Faculty of Arts, who this year is our valedictorian. The microphone created a little problem, but this young lady had very, very inspiring words for our future leaders. We are grateful to see so many members of our new Board of Trustees represented here. Their names have been called. But I want to say a special word to our Archbishop Benjamin Musimbi and Sheikh Omar Abdallah of the National Youth Service. For the previous commencement ceremony, they've been here offering us words of prayer. Our Chancellor, Professor Arthur Aswani, who will be not only our guest speaker today, but also will be presiding over his last ceremony as a Chancellor. And the new Chancellor will be coming in this coming year, and we'll be mentioning her name in a few minutes. Chancellor Aswani has dedicated his life and time for this university. He loved it and he cared for it, and we will continue working with him because there is no such thing like retirement. He is simply one of the best among chancellors in Kenya. Our very able council members who are here with us, which is led by Mike Eldon, we families call him Sir Michael, and Professor Olubai and CPA Evelyn Muruku. These members of the council have dedicated and committed their time and their life to bring this university to this level. We are grateful to have with us on our podium a very large members of our corporate partner, and we will continue working diligently to improve our services and also transform them. Today, we are grateful to have people I work very closely. These are vice chancellors from other universities. And I'd like to pick one of them, Professor Mumo Kisao, who has been our chairman of private universities. We've been working hard together with public and private universities in order to bring harmony to the funding of higher education and also the relationship between public and private universities. In 2012, I proposed a new policy for Kenya, which allows students to choose where they want to go to school and what subject they want to study. This policy was instituted by President Uhuru in 2016. And today, here at KCA University, we have over 5,000 students that have been publicly funded to proceed with their life here at the university. A member of my NTV security team was supposed to be here, that I believe is still coming, and his name is Mustafa Ali, chairman of the Horns Institute. And lastly, we are going to have Ambassador Boaz Mbaya, who is Executive Director of Policy Analysis. Distinguished guests, graduates, alumni, ladies and gentlemen, it is such a great day to see you all here this morning as I offer my congratulations to our graduates. Early this morning there was rain, and I pray and I move my magic wand and I say, rain, rain, go away. And this morning we have sang that, isn't it? Cheer up. Come on, everyone. All right. To the parents, the grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and all our faculty, friends who stood by the class of 2019. Cheer them, help them, and got them here today. This is your day as well. Let us give everyone a rousing hand of applause for all the work you have done. As many of you step into the work environment, what are some of the signposts that may flag the direction that is ahead of you? You have entered a world of work which is changing rapidly. Technology and new business practices will disrupt the way we do things, but they will also open exciting opportunities for people with the right mindset, driven by computation, is intense, but with it come a fresh possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth industrial revolution is happening here with us today. The fourth industrial revolution is sometimes described as an incoming thunderstorm, a sweeping pattern of change visible in distance, arriving at a space that every little effort does not come and prepare no one. Those who are equipped with the tools to brave the change and are taking advantage of the effect, and others do not even know the storm is here with us. First coined by Klaus Schwab, founder and the executive chairman of the World Economic Forum. Fourth, as it is known, is a fusion of technology, thus blurring the lines between physical, digital, and biological sphere. A progress defined by velocity, scope, and system, impact unlike ever before. Fourth, we likely have a far-reaching implication on almost every aspect of our life, affecting how individuals interact with technology and transform where and how we work. Yet, exponential progress is only visible and accessible by some. Its effect varies by country and culture, necessitating different approaches to address issues of automation and digitization. The unevenness leads to important questions for the nation states and industry sector that is prepared for the future of work. The fourth, as we know, that the revolution is upon us. In response to these changes, KCA University has placed much attention in nurturing the future-ready graduates. It has great working with our students to develop breadth and depth of expertise, the adaptive social and thinking skills, the resilience that changing economy and society require and value today. This is well represented by the graduates represented here before you. For KCA, this is a historical milestone as we celebrate 30 years of our existence and 11 years of commencement. We are immensely proud of our pioneering students, staff, faculty who have helped us develop unique model of facilitation and to investigate complex issues from both global and local perspective. I am confident that these KCA graduates will bring fresh insight and creativity that will be valued by society and the economy. Since becoming a fully chartered university in 2013, the institution has grown to be the second largest private university in the country that provides 40% of all accountants in the country and is rated #1 in employability out of all private universities in Kenya by the recent British Council study. Thank you. The university alumni activities, as you heard from the chairman, is second to none in the country. Under the able leadership of Susan Aduo, our Director of Alumni, the Alumni Association under the active chairman of Bernard Mukundi launched ambitious 5-year strategic plan. CPA Noah Ndakala, a 2011 graduate, as a small farm in Westland called Reno, which is fast growing and will soon challenge the Big Four. The farm employed 85 people. 50 of these employees are KCA graduates. Thank you. In 2018, our student association was voted by all university students as having the second best governor in the country. Our student team from the Faculty of Computing and Information Management captured the flag challenge or first runner-up in the ethical hacking competition organized by Communication Authority of Kenya. We have established on campus the largest chill zone in East and Central Africa, which is connected to Wi-Fi 24/7. These facilities allow students to relax and mix freely and with staff and faculty and hold discussions among themselves. This may well be a place where long-term partnership takes place, where big ideas which may transform our country and our continent will be born. The university established the Center for Career Planning and Placement in line with the Ministry of Education policy to empower students to connect with private sectors and also to take the right decision regarding their career choices. We are pleased to announce that the university has established a comprehensive student engagement program on campus. This includes graduate assistantship, student assistantship, and 20 hours work for all the students that apply and qualify. Our students are responsible for all the work you see on our campus today, including cleaning, painting, and the future involve library programs, research assistance to ensure that no students drop out of this university because of financial issues. The university also established the Center for Faculty Excellence under the leadership of Professor Patrick Ogao to facilitate active faculty activities in teaching, research, community services, and also mentorship. Our faculty have been in the forefront in the advancement of publication and scholarly work. We congratulate the following faculty: Dr. Ondabu Ibrahim, Dr. Gachiri Pesela, Dr. Lucy Mburu, Dr. Mwenda Simon, Dr. Rose Gabi, Dr. Lucy Wamalwa, Joshua Nyabidi, Ezekiel Korea, Rachel Kibuku, Job Odhiambo, and Dr. Peter Maina. In this past year, the university entered into corporate agreement with world best universities. Among them, KCA University in Ohio. In this agreement, KCA students will have opportunity for a joint undergraduate program in finance and accounting, and then proceed to complete their MBA at Kent State. We partner with the University of Cape Town under the work of Dean Muchiri Mwangi. By the way, University of Cape Town is the best institution in Africa. And we are now offering a joint program, Master in Development Finance, which is only offered in 4 universities in Africa. Thank you. We have a well-established collaboration with Tohoku University of Japan, which was established in 1827. One of our students, David Ajipi, has now joined our instructional staff. Our students travel to Japan for 2 years, and they are expected to learn and be fluent in Japanese, and Japanese coming here to KCA for 2 years are expected to learn and be fluent in Kiswahili. We partner with Independent University of Kigali, which is rated the best private university in Rwanda for student exchange. The university entered into partnership with the British Council and ACCA to be a center for exams in Kenya. We have entered into partnership with counties of Kakamega, Kisumu, Nyamira, with active discussion taking place with a number of counties to offer special programs that will support their TVET progress. KCA University has been leading in producing CASNET, an award winner both in 2018 and 2019 examination. Our student, Elena Cage, was awarded the Best Student Certificate in Accounting Management Skills. KCA Technical College, now ready for a kickoff and running courses in hospitality, tourism, fashion design, hair design, and beauty therapy from January 2020. We are proud to announce that FCPA George McCall, the Vice Chairman of ISPAC, recently committed to sponsor needy students for 4 years of her degree program. He supports cover, tuition, accommodation, and meal while she is on our campus. Yes, a rousing hand to George McCall. My assistant, Leslie Aroko, the Executive Assistant in the Vice Chancellor's Office, was awarded Alumni Achiever of the Year 2019 by the University of Sutherland, UK. Our faculty and staff and student alumni are therefore an embodiment of selfless contribution to our society and part of proactive optimism and the hope for our future. These achievements have led them to a lifetime of distinguished contribution and impact in service to our society, the region, and the global community. I'd like to close by coming back to the topic of signposts. As I travel wider around the world, perhaps the signposts I have enjoyed the most are the bright yellow line on the winding mountain roads in northern India. A few are obvious, designed by men, like this one that said, "Don't nag him, let him drive." Some are philosophical, like this one. Life is a journey completed. But the one I like the best is this: impossible will take time. Difficulties will be done immediately. Simply put, our existence in this country must not be dependent on one ethnic group against another ethnic group, or how large one bank account is, but what is right against what is wrong. May God bless all of you, and may God bless this, our Republic of Kenya.
Our Chancellor, Professor Arthur Ishiwani. I keep wanting to turn around, but I know I'm not allowed to because of the microphone. Members of the Board of Trustees and of the ISPAC Council, fellow members of the University Council, Naomi Damba, Captain, and Joshua Bagakas, I don't know what rank you have, and all the faculty and other staff of KCA, not least you, the graduating class of 2019 and your families. Today, you are graduating here feeling excited and proud. Rightly so, as you have earned the right to sit before us today, and soon we will be shaking the hand of each of you to congratulate you for being awarded your precious certificates. Your families, who have come here to witness this glorious milestone in your lives, are feeling equally happy as they bask in your reflected glory. But what about tomorrow? How will you feel then, when you are no longer wearing your robes? Will you feel just as excited? Or will anxiety close in on you as you come down to earth and confront the harsh realities of the contemporary world? We would like to think that KCA University has prepared you well for life after campus, as each day we strain to understand what it is that you will be facing in your places of work after you graduate, and then to enable you to deal with both the technical and the non-technical challenges that you will encounter. Evolving our strategic plan with its 4 pillars of academic excellence, student engagement, technology integration, and sustainability, this is exactly what we have been keeping in mind. As you've been hearing from the Vice-Chancellor, we've got going with our Centre for Faculty Excellence and are making innovative use of technology for curriculum delivery. We've continued utilizing our capacity to the maximum and further expanding it with leanness and value for money uppermost in our minds. And we are indulging in rigorous performance management and improvement, including and not least at senior management and council levels. Just to give you a flavor of our recent council assessment exercise, the members of the council were invited to respond to these 3 questions regarding each of our colleagues, including, of course, me as chairman. Here are the 3 questions. What should he or she keep doing that they are doing? What should they start doing that they are not doing? And what should they stop doing that they are doing? It was a most valuable experience, leading to very constructive conversations among us about how we can rise to the next level by continuing to improve in our roles and add value. KCA University has also launched technical and vocational courses in addition to our expanding array of degree and short programs, brought in more practitioners to interact with our students, worked with county government leaders, activated a wonderful alumni strategies you've been hearing about a bit, and lots more. It seems we've been doing a really good job, as more and more students are being attracted to our university here in Nairobi and to our other campuses. It is not because you, were seduced by our palatial premises, for they are not palatial. And it is not thanks to heavy spending on advertising. No, it is because we, the whole team, not only Damba, with his outstanding leadership and his great team that continues growing and taking on more and more responsibilities, have developed a healthy culture of nurturing and learning, of togetherness and cheerfulness. Many of you have heard about this culture from others who have benefited from their days at KCA University and wanted to be part of it. Just as I imagine you are now sharing your positive experience here with others. But back to my questions about looming anxiety. Many, and not just older people, are concerned about the upcoming consequences of the fourth industrial revolution, our theme for today. They worry about lacking the skills to fill the jobs that will be available, and worse still, they worry about actually being replaced by machines. Such fears of industrial revolutions are not new. Over a century ago, Frederick Taylor, one of the first management consultants, predicted that the importance of humans in the workplace, and not least in factories, would be overtaken by the discipline of systems. Taylor was the father of scientific management, an approach that relied on tight control systems. It is such systems that made production lines so much more efficient and greatly influenced manufacturing at the dawn of the 20th century. But while Taylor was a thought leader and a significant influencer of the second industrial revolution, his approach did much to dehumanize humans. Half a century later, this led another thought leader in the world of manufacturing, Alfred P. Sloan, the chairman of General Motors from 1937 to 1956, to remark, "We pay for their hands, and we could get their heads for free." And so, propelled by the arrival of computers, came the third industrial revolution and the knowledge worker. It is your heads we have helped you develop, so you can contribute as knowledge workers. But we hope that we have also developed your character. For we do not expect you to go out here and act like robots, timidly following instructions and anxiously waiting to be replaced by the real thing. No. We expect you, and I trust that you expect of yourselves, that you will add significant value wherever you find yourselves, whatever you will be doing. Value that is enduring and irreplaceable by machines. For several decades I was in the ICT business, not as a techie, but as a non-techie leader who brought the techies together to help our customers implement the systems they had acquired from us. I felt for these techies as they struggled to keep up with the sudden and unpredictable revolutions in ICT, which meant that having barely mastered one technology, it was inevitably replaced by a totally different and often incompatible one. My responsibilities were such that I was barely concerned by these revolutions. Unlike them, I did not lean need to unlearn and relearn again and again. My job was to help them through their transformational journeys as individuals and together, emotionally and psychologically. As they progressed in their careers and took on leadership roles themselves, they too had to develop such skills, so very different ones from the technical skills that had launched them on their careers. This will happen to you too. So the mix of technical and non-technical skills you will have been acquiring here will serve you well, both in your first assignments in the workplace and subsequently. For sure, please keep updating your technical skills, but let me emphasize that the more you continue developing your non-technical skills, the ones that help you inspire and motivate others, communicate effectively, enable you to build collaboration among those around you, the more you will be called upon to take on broader and bigger responsibilities to be leaders. Meanwhile, be concerned. The fourth industrial revolution is gaining momentum at a frightening pace, increasingly disrupting everything. Yes, the Internet of Things and everyone. Just this week, I was reading an article by Theodoros Evgeniou, a professor of decision sciences and technology management at the European Business School in SEAT, who was making just this point in the context of artificial intelligence, and in a surprising domain. AI has produced paintings, music, and poetry of undeniable artistic quality, he wrote. Startups have developed deep learning methods for generating music on demand and may soon enable personalized music. In the near future, the challenging and laborious process of composing and orchestrating the accompaniment to a musical theme or song is likely to be largely taken over by AI. By learning from data at a fraction of the speed of humans, AI has the ability to accomplish activities and make forecasts with incredible accuracy. He goes on to talk at length about whether if it can be done with music and poetry and art, where else can it not be done? But please remain confident and optimistic. If you read my article in yesterday's Business Daily, you will have seen my call for holding on to a positive outlook in life, despite all the challenges we face. And please also find the strength to act responsibly, to hold back from taking shortcuts and compromising your integrity. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the KCA way. It is your way. It is our way. As you go forth from these gates, never let it go. And keep in touch with us as treasured alumni. Keep learning with us and do contribute to the learning of your successors. Before I conclude, I wish to say a word about my good friend Mary Kashola, whom we are soon to honor here today. Many, many years ago, in my previous life in ICT, I worked closely with Mary, and he reminded me just now as we were chatting on our way down on the procession. We started working together about 1996, and I always found Mary to be a wonderful colleague. I was delighted when the Senate proposed him as our recipient of an honorary doctorate, and I can confirm that he is a most worthy recipient. What's now left for me is to introduce our next speaker, our distinguished Chancellor, Professor Arthur Eshiwani, the man to whom this university owes so much. Each year at these ceremonies during my time as Chairman of the Council, it has been my job to introduce the Chancellor. And as those who have heard me do so before have noticed, it's a duty I love to perform. For we have been so privileged to have had Professor Eshiwani as our wise advisor and guide. This year's commencement is the last one over which our museum residents will be presiding, as he is now retiring. Down the years, he has played his role, as Noah was also saying, in an exemplary manner. He has been consistently engaged with us, connected, building positive relationships with so many of us at all levels, in ways that have enabled him to advise, caution, and reassure, and so to make a difference. We could not have wished for a better chancellor, our own version of the Queen of England, with a professorial hat rather than a crown. Before I give way to King Arthur, though, let me tell you that we are equally fortunate in whom our Board of Trustees have invited to be his successor. It is Professor Olive Mugenda, whose fame precedes him. I was privileged to serve with her. Yes, go ahead. I was privileged to serve with her on the board of the Kenya Education Management Institute, where she was my chairperson. I can confirm that she was a pleasure to work with there, even as she was fulfilling her heavy responsibilities as Vice-Chancellor of Kenyatta University. I've also collaborated with her since in her highly effective programs for university leadership development. We look forward to welcoming Queen Olive in the new year, but right now, please welcome Chancellor Arthur Eshiwani. Arthur.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, as I stand here and as I came in, I couldn't fail to notice the elaborate nature of the facilities under which we are seated, and the air is so fresh, the place is so beautiful, and I'm very sure a lot of effort went in, even if the chairman of council said that you did not spend so much money. You spend a lot of skills, and this place is beautiful, and I'm very glad to be here in this beautiful setup as my last occasion, though I am suspicious that, Mr. Chancellor, did you wait for me to go away in order for you to put up a beautiful structure like this? Nonetheless, I'm sure your intentions are good because I've known you for so long. I want to thank you for this very beautiful ambience in which we have come to witness a very important occasion in the lives of our children and our other loved ones. Therefore, John, thank you for that Western something song. And Mr. Guitarist, thank you. And those people who jumped up like Maasais, they were not very Maasai-like, but they represented something. Thank you for the entertainment. May I now come to what has brought me here by starting with some salutations. I would like to start by saluting the men of God, the Imam and the Bishop. There is nothing which makes me happier at my age and stage in life to start an occasion with the word of God. Therefore, thank you, the men of God, for anchoring this occasion in the word of God. And therefore, this day, the way I see, is a day in which we shall be glad and rejoice, because we started by honoring the Lord God. I would like to also appreciate our great visitors and friends from other universities that have come to share this occasion with us. The vice chancellors from various universities, I may not mention your name, but I recognize your presence and appreciate your finding time to come and witness with us the occasion of our 11th commencement. I want to say thank you for finding time to come to represent your universities, and please, when you go back, say we appreciated you and we greet them and wish them as much success, and see your act as an act of friendship, because you came to be with us. And any other person whose name was mentioned that has found occasion to come, we thank you for your presence. Because where I come from, we say those people who come to attend your occasion, even if it is not a sad one, are people who are friends indeed from their hearts. Otherwise, they had an option not to come. Thank you for having come. But I can't, of course, forget to elevate the parents and guardians that sent their children to KCA to come and study. Parents, guardians, and other people who are in the sponsorship capacity to our graduates today, I want to say thank you very much for giving us the support of your children, because without these children and relatives and friends whom you sponsor, we would not be talking of KCA University. We know in corporate governance we talk of students as being the prime stakeholders. In fact, indeed, the prime stake owners. We want to say thank you, parents. And you also have, on top of that, come to witness with us the final achievement of your children and relatives whom you sponsored, and we want to also appreciate you for that presence. And then, of course, the graduates. I will be saying congratulations, but may I appreciate you for getting this occasion for us. Because if you are not graduating today, there would have been no graduation ceremony. And I want to appreciate your presence. And when I confer various awards and degrees upon you, I'll be so delighted, because you are my farewell class, and I bless you with all the blessings that the Lord has given me. I shall surely bless you. This university has been taken care of by a very strong team of managers and overseers. You have just seen the chairman of council, whom I did know that had a title, Sir Michael. I have known Michael for all these years that I've been here. I'm delighted in my heart, and I openly say he's a man whose industry knowledge and professionalism is very unprecedented, because I have seen him in action. He has led the council, at least from my perspective, very wisely, and we have seen quiet, very effective decisions and actions emanating from the council. And as I go, Mike, I want to say congratulations for leading a very strong team of council members, whom I also recognize on this occasion, because I have worked with some of them. I attended your meetings, you briefed me, we discussed, and as you rightly say, in this university, we don't talk to each other, we dialogue, we discuss. And out of these discussions, a number of things have come out, leading to the kind of achievements I've seen, or I have the Vice Chancellor list. They are not small achievements. And I would like you to be proud to be in a university where you have had such achievements. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, thank you. And of course, you have given strength to our Vice Chancellor, Professor Noam Muganga, who came to this country at a particular time when we were just nurturing this university. And Professor, I have been with you, I have worked with you. You have not hidden anything from me, though I heard today that KCA has a secret, which of course you revealed, and I came to know. I want to thank you before this wonderful gathering that you have supported me as Chancellor, and you have therefore made it very easy for me to know what is happening inside the university here and there. Of course, you have even gossiped with me on a number of policy issues, and together we have worked. And of course, in the same manner, I recognize your deputy, Professor Joshua Bagaga, the BBC, whose impact since he came from the US has been very noticeable in the manner in which graduations are
organized in this place and in the manner in which many other things are done, including the fact that this is a DVC who goes to class to teach. I had not seen it anywhere else. Thank you, Joshua, for what you have done, and of course, that brings me face to face with those that work under you. The academic staff, thanks quite a lot, and I want to recognize what you have done in preparing these beautiful people with skills ready to go out there and make a difference. I want to recognize every lecturer, every senior lecturer, every professor on staff, and in that also, Central recognize the management staff for the work they have done in giving support to the VC, to the Chancellor, and to the Chairman of Council, and of course, to the teaching staff. I wish you well. On this occasion, of course, I can't forget the other distinguished guests that were mentioned. I may not mention your name, but I want to join our DVC who read your names to say thank you also for coming. You are not idle people, you are very busy people wherever you are, but you still found time to come and grace this occasion. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen who came, please feel at home, relax with us, and go out there and spread a good word, a word of kindness about KCA. Of course, where we are going wrong and we are not happy, you are our friends. Now that you have come to attend our occasion, you can call us and tell us, I did like this, and so on. It is very well known that sometimes when visitors come to your house, they may not like the way you have arranged your chairs. They may not even like the color of your chairs. If they are this such a thing to our distinguished guests that came today, please share the same with us. My focus now hereafter is on the honors of this occasion, the graduates of the commencement ceremony in 2019. Thank you for giving us this occasion. You have worked very hard, that much we know. Because I'm a teacher myself, and I know when you see people wearing those robes, they are not just picked those robes on the streets. They are wearing as a mark of an achievement, and an achievement which was based on individual effort. Apart from the resources your relatives and parents spend on you, you spend your time well, obeyed sometimes difficult and popular instructions. You attended things sometimes which you didn't like, but you focused on the achievement of the award you are going to take today. And therefore, I would like to start by saying congratulations. And I say so with something on my mind. You know that being here for 4 years is not only an academic challenge. It is social, it is many other things, and these days there is a security challenge to university students. We live in a world where killing of another person is just a joke, and a number of university students, luckily enough not in our university, have fallen victim to all this. Thank God that you have walked a hard journey, but your security was taken care of. Thank God for that. Because recall your colleagues elsewhere who did not have the opportunity of finishing. Remember their parents and their guardians who invested in them but never saw the maturity of the investment. Because some malicious person somewhere took down the lives of students. And I want those who are still around with us, please take care of yourselves. Do not be careless with your life as you pursue your degree. If your degree is that important, what about your life itself? This is more important. God, and we want to thank God together for the fact that you have reached the end of this journey alive. You are in the land of the living, not the land of the dead. And we thank God for that. And pray hereafter that the same God who has preserved your life will, apart from the blessings He will give you, preserve that life so that you can actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. And at KCA, we take security of the students very seriously, and we may not discuss with you, but we know how to go about it. And therefore, Mr. Vice Chancellor and your team, thank you for preserving these beloved people safe until today. But as I say, as you go, the challenge is even greater. Take care of yourself so that you can enjoy the awards that you get. That is a point that I must mention, whether you like me or not, whether you will say kwaheri to me or not. I want you to remain in instant life. You achieve a lot when you are alive. And the university will remain circumspect to the issue of security while you are here, and you will be required to tell those who are still here to contribute by telling the university where security lapses are. Number 2 point of my focus is the one which my predecessors, the Chairman of Council and the VC mentioned, the Industrial Revolution. We have not at KCA taught you in a vacuum. We taught you from a very rich philosophical background. Some of the philosophies that we might not have discussed with you in class, but those which we had when we prepared the materials for the seminar. When we gave you things to go and read, and when we set examinations. Embedded therein was philosophies which we, as teachers and workers at KCA, have encountered in our lives and we have shared with you. One of the things that we have done is to prepare you for what we call the Industrial Revolution. It is going to be a more interesting revolution, perhaps, than the 3 that have passed. Imagine where you will be in a workplace working and discussing with a robot, because I'm told they will be there, and perhaps going for lunch together with that robot and coming back and continuing with the work. Because entrepreneurs, you may be business people, you are the people that will work with that technology, whether it is robots or anyone. And that is why we feel in your learning we are giving you what we wish to regard as skills and awareness of what it will require to work and live in the 4th Industrial Revolution. So I want to assure you that we have done our best to ground you with the necessary skills that you will face the Industrial Revolution with. And just to mention a few, we taught you time strategies, time management strategies, self-presentation, etiquette, professionalism, and social norms. One thing that we know at KCA is people tend to emphasize the technologies, the knowledge itself, that forget that we are social beings and we are animals that must relate. It will not be a successful entrepreneur or exercise your entrepreneurial skills unless you also remember that you are a human being. So that talking to a watchman at the gate as you walk in your very busy industrial place matters. People will be happy to say, that museum, that manager greets me and we will work harder. We will never know where else we will be to save you. Therefore, as you go in for the skills that you have learned from the books, still remember that you are human. KCA University, for that reason, uses multidisciplinary approach in disseminating the knowledge that you have acquired here. You will acknowledge that you have all been taught IT, critical thinking, leadership, and analytical aspects of doing your things in whatever situation of life you will be. We have prepared you well to cope with the fourth industrial revolution and its demands. We firmly believe that we will manage to transform the labor force to meet the demands and challenges of that industrial revolution. My point there is that you are yourself challenged and taught for that revolution. And when you go out there, please impact the others so that you can spread the gospel of that industrial revolution, a very exciting time when many things will be augmented and when a lot of thinking may be taken away from you, but you will still have the ultimate say of a decision your institution or your business will take. Please therefore see your knowledge and the skills you have acquired in that context, that we are prepared for an episode for the fourth industrial revolution, in which a number of things will happen and challenges will be witnessed, and we shall have to respond to them to make this world a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, innovation has become a key ingredient in problem solving. Unique human skills have become critical and irreplaceable. As you step out of KCAU, do not forget your most important bag of tools, namely communication, creative thinking, adaptability, initiative, and many other things that were mentioned from time to time as part of your tools of living after you have left KCA. At least we have taught from that angle also. Graduates, therefore, we feel lucky to be sending you out. Lucky because we know you are properly equipped. If you will fail, at least be honest enough to remember KCA did its speech and left me to complete the puzzle. So we say the skills that you have been equipped with are important in every situation in which you live, whether it is a personal endeavor in your workplace or whether it is national. For example, I would like you to see the perspective of your skills and professionalism from the national endeavor of Vision 2030. It tells you that you will also have a vision where you will be called to work or where you will devise in order to work and earn a living for yourself and for those that will be working with you. At a national level, we are telling you for now we are talking of 2030, but there will be other national visions and of course many other national challenges. Take that perspective also, and we are proud at KCA. We have not just taught you the ABCD and the elements of things, but we have also put them in context of realizing your social role and realizing that it goes from those that are immediately around you to what is national. Therefore, we see ourselves at KCA as having produced risk takers, initiators, industrious people, and people that are very resourceful indeed. And to show you that surely we have done that, there are people in the industry and in commerce out there that have interacted with us because they are persuaded by the beauty of things that we teach and we practice at KCA. And that is why, as the Vice Chancellor mentioned, we have collaborated with institutions and universities far and abroad. I was on the journey of going to Cape Town and visiting other universities in South Africa in order to benchmark, to see what other people are doing. Because we know when you live in a place, even in a village, it is good to know what your neighbor is doing. It impacts you. So we went out and now I can see the fruits of that visitation when we went to South Africa. But we are not only collaborating with universities. We have industrialists and other people with varied skills that have admired us and they have come to work with us. They have committed, some of them, their resources in order to help us to teach you and to collaborate with them for their benefit, so that when a KCA graduate leaves KCA and goes out there, he will not be a stranger to some of the people in the university. They will recognize that, yes, we are already working with KCA University. Yes, we know what KCA is doing. And that is why you heard that you have been rated and graded, number 1, number 2, number this and that. And I think I would like to say congratulations for KCA and for you for having been an institution as young as it is, that has achieved and has been rated globally and even locally, without the pride of going out there. At KCA, we have a very quiet philosophy where let the action speak. Therefore, our university is not peddled around. That is why you will not find we have campuses and colleges and other things elsewhere, because we must look before we leave. We must measure our step like the chameleon. The chameleon sometimes survives situations which the elephant does not. The elephant may fall in a dip, but the chameleon will save itself because it must test the ground before it puts its foot on the ground. You may laugh at it, but it is the one which laughs at you because you don't measure your foot. In ending, I would like to say at KCA we have taught you to embrace change. And this particular concept of change is very real. We have seen situations where people have graduated from universities, but they have gone out there and wondered, why did I go to school at all? You have seen, or you might have heard, graduates of universities who have committed suicide or injured themselves, or even turned against their own parents because they seem to have wasted time at school, and that leads on the issue of employment. When you leave KCA, on what have you rested your mind as your next step into life? Which will be the first step in life? Are you going to look for a job? You know the challenges of looking for a job in this country. Jobs may be there, as you know. But in this country, various and strange factors come to play into getting a job. And sometimes you may not have the capacity to play those factors. Are you going to sit down and cry and be sad and blame your parents? Embracing change means accepting that yes, I have gone to school and I was told by my parents and everybody else, just go to school and get the degree, the rest will follow. Change in this country defines the opportunities for change internally, and it says each one of you must now think of what they are going to do to deploy the education they have learned into productivity immediately for themselves and for the rest of the people. And that is why John Kennedy's speech in the 60s still makes sense. He said, do not ask what the US will do for you. Read Kenya for the US. You should ask what you should do for your country. And I would like to appeal to you and say, go out, do not despair. Try to do something for your own upkeep. After all, you have a lot of life ahead of you. Do not destroy it. If you can't get a job, do not blame yourself because you have worked hard, you have the degree which they say you should have, but show them. If they can't give you a job, you can do it on your own. And that is the change metaphor that I have for you as I say kwaheri to you, kwaheri ya kuonana. Because when I come around in your offices, do not shut your door against me. Open and say, Mzee ulisema kitu, that is now speaking in French, not Kiswahili. Mzee ulisema kitu, na tumefaulu. You know that French language. I would like, therefore, to end my speech by a reference to 4 words which are the framework of the change that I'm talking about. Adaptability is one of those words. If you don't adapt and live in the past that after university I'll get a job or I'll get this and that, you will suffer. Determination. You can't be adaptable unless you have determination. Determination has a lot to do with hope. You must hope against the hope that I make it. For us people who are Christians, may I say, that is the occasion to go to God and say, but God, you told me, I have been faithful. I have practiced this. I worship. God, where is this promise? He says that if you call upon Him in faith, He will give it to you. So pray sometimes for those who are able to pray. And in order to be adaptable and with determination, the third word I want to put in your vocabulary is you must be resourceful. With the little tools that you have around, play around in order to see if something can come out of it. Then, of course, that's the initiative. And as I end, you are not bound by what I'm saying. Just reflect on those words and see if you can make any gain out of the same. I have spoken as a chancellor and also as chief guest, but I want to invite you to not bother to find out which one was the chancellor and which one was chief guest. Use all those things anyhow and in your own format. Rearrange and find your way forward. I would like to say kwaheri to you, and as I say kwaheri ya kwa mama, I have spent a good part of my life at KCA, and I have harvested a lot. Asante sana. But last and not least, I want to wish you success as you go out in the world. Enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your New Year. Both parents, I know it is going to start today, parents and you people, enjoy yourselves. But those who are still around, please prepare to welcome my successor, Professor Olive Mugene, with a lot of jubilation, joy, and gladness. Let her know that she's finding a university that is moving and that we are expecting to receive her contribution with joy and gladness because we know she has a lot of experience. Therefore, since we'll be with her, say that I wish her well in her job, and I know being resourceful and very influential that she is, she will move this university several steps ahead. Enjoy yourselves. Thank God for completing your studies successfully and make whatever you can make out of it, but share with someone. Thank you very much. God bless you.